After Battle, from an upcoming novel. It was the 27th of Husdunar. The bloodied roses of the dragon-tooth field were smeared with the scent of peace after war. We are returning after the scavenging beasts of the land have taken apart the Zul Hanayan. We left nothing but a bitter taste for the Eastern Holy Legion. The might of our commander Ahsad, the Tempered, rose upon the enemy like a shade of paradise beneath which we fought. We gazed into the eyes of the crystallic race, not fearing what would await us. Either certain death, a strategic retreat after all of our efforts have been exhausted, like an ocean of ink. I feel the burden of war fall off gently from my shoulders. I swear by the Almighty, I share in suffering with the very plants that are scarred by this bloody war. Neither we nor they await ending to this. This is an eternal conflict that shall rise with only a new dawn, a new light that shall spring like a river of good in the heaven. A light that shall not protrude anyone's soul to the point of destruction, but one that would, in case of succeeding not to be extinguished, be made complete by virtue of the Lord's providence, by virtue of the hands, tongues, and minds of those who are mindful and of their Lord are aware. That is the sincere hope that lays within the enfolds of my heart. This is the high reality that I bear witness to in the world, although many fail to see it due to the corruptions of this war. The field is bloodied, but it is bloodied with roses in this direction. And if I were to look behind me, I would see the scattered distant corpses of my fallen brothers and the Zul Hanayan. We march ahead, and I feel yet so alone, so much lonesome with the lower worldly presence that evaporates all of my worries. With every breath I take, and with every new footstep I feel the very earth beneath me. The sensibility of the vast expanse and the consequence of hatred. It comes to me as no surprise that the field smells wonderfully due to blood. One may deem me as a harbinger of ill fate if I were to share these thoughts, but the scorching sun seems to have declared the deaths of my comrades, and even enemies, as martyrs. For neither of us know the deepest secret of our hearts. Yet, as I digress into the unknown of what's ahead of me, the scent of blood in this field grants relief. I have not thought to myself that I would ever be led to think positively about it, but it comes as no surprise that the aftermath of war should only be filled with hope. This makes me believe even more that life will always rise from death, order from chaos, sensibility from the absurd, knowledge from ignorance, hope from loss, and light from the darkness. I only find myself in the storm, in this wheel of the lower world. This is the abode of grief and trial, but likewise the abode of joy and reassessment of justice and peace. I would not have it otherwise. My lungs expand. The clinging of metal ahead of me, produced by the marching army, resonates through my armor and the inner essence of my being. I feel distant enough to be safe from the rigor of nature's rapture, whereby a man is taken away from safety into war. But I find solace in the fact that I took upon my own self this mission, that I have made my own pact with the world to protect it. Perhaps I am wrong, and perhaps I may be on the wrong side of the wheel of time. The passing hour and seeping breath of God's vigor. The wind of creation, that is time. That is the upper reality which grants me fearlessness in times of strife and encounters with death. This is why I hope that someday in these rose-colored fields, or perhaps in a higher and lofty fort, the reaper of souls shall find me in concordance with the divine decree. And by this hope I am certain that the very mouth and head from which I speak shall face the reaper himself with a smile, shaped like the scimitars of my ancestors. O distant lights, O city of Zul Hanayan, my brother's county and safety, I know no fear no more nor grief. The green grass is rising, it is ahead of our feet, and the river in the distance feels no longer a strange mirage, but a fulfilled dream. A dream that rises like a seedling does into a mighty tree. Alas, the greatest of awakenings spring like unfettered sighs from a turbulent dream. I know no fear, and I know no grief. And may the eyes of cowards never sleep.